I have a perception of how Alina is. What kind of a girl she is, what kind of a person she is she good, she not good. There's a way I think about Alina, and there is a way Alina is, the actual, truthful, honest way how Alina is, and there's going to be a gap between these two. I want you to realize that what you think of yourself may not be true about yourself. I'll give you my own example and you'll be able to understand it better. On the 14th of September, I had my shoot when I appeared on Sandeep Maheshwari sir's video, the interview that I had on his channel. So that was 14th of September 2022. Okay. And 13th of September was my birthday. All right. And I was dead nervous. I think I've never been that nervous in my entire life. I couldn't sleep on the night of 13th. Extremely nervous that how my interview is gonna be. I hope I would not mess it up. I hope I come out intelligent. I come out confident. My entire birthday, this birthday, went in planning for the next day. That is 14th when I had my interview. And then 14th came and the interview happened. Everything happened the way it should have happened. And the biggest thing was that Sandeep Maheshwari sir, after the interview was over, when he was sitting with me and we were having some snacks and tea and coffee, that's when he told me that this was one of the best videos he's done with any of the content creators, any of the YouTubers. And he said that he found an amazing confidence in me. And he said that I see huge potential in you. You should motivate people more often. I'm telling you, these are his words. All I'm trying to say through these last 2 minutes is that there was a huge difference between what I was thinking of myself and how I actually was. Huge difference, big gap. And that is something that happens with all of us. That's what I'm trying to make a point here. It happens with everybody of us. We think we are honest, but we lie so loosely. We feel that we are polite, we are very kind, but how many times in a week are we rude to our mothers? How many times? We think we are eating healthy, but if I ask you, how many times did you eat outside last month? The number is going to be shocking because we are not aware. We think we are doing everything right. We carry a certain perception of ourselves which is not true. You think you're doing everything right, everything that a hardworking person should be doing to be successful in life. But if I ask you what kind of a company you keep, what kind of people you hang out with, you will probably not be very proud of that. If you think that you are very polite, if I ask you, how do you talk to people who serve you in the restaurants? Would your answer still be the same, that you are a polite person? If you think you're very conscious of your health, and I ask you, how many times did you drink in the last 1 month? All right, one more. If you think that you're using your time very appropriately, you're very hardworking, but things are not working out for you, and I ask you, your phone usage of a day, your average phone usage, and if it is coming out to be 5 hours, 6 hours, that means 5 hours or 6 hours of your waking time, your productive time, you're giving to your phone. And that is not productivity, my friend. That's not productivity. Before I move on to the next part of the video, I want you to know that it may be the other way around also. You may think of yourself as somebody who has no courage. But when the time comes, when the occasion comes, you may actually turn out to be the most courageous person in the room, the most brave person. You may think of yourself as somebody who does not have a very attractive personality, but you may actually have very attractive personality and people may just love you when you go and talk to them. So the idea is to be close to truth, okay? Realizing how distant your perception is from reality. We want this because we want a more complete life. We want a more purpose-driven, proper, honest life. We want to be close to the truth, away from the falseness. The idea is not to feel great about yourself. No, please don't get me wrong. I don't mean that. All I mean is that realize who you are. Realize the true you, because when you know your positives and your negatives both with equal clarity, that's when you are true to yourself, and that's when the true confidence emerges. So the idea behind shooting this video for you is to observe more how you are. Instead of making false notions about yourself, of your personality, you observe more how you are. There was actually this survey which said that when people are asked about how many calories they consume in a day, mostly all of them are way beneath the actual number. So they give a wrong number, not because they want to lie, but because they assess themselves wrong. They think they are eating 3000 calories when they are actually eating 4,500 calories. Yeah, because they carry wrong notions about themselves. And that is what is something that is dangerous for you. There's this quotation which makes a lot of sense in this scenario, and that is, whatever you measure improves. So once you start observing yourself more, you start measuring yourself more, right? And it improves. You improve, your personality improves, your confidence level goes up. It's time we end this video, and I'd like to end it by saying that you must try to align your thoughts with your words, with your actions. Thoughts, words, and actions all aligned as much as possible. Keep all your promises, and that's how you become the best versions of yourself. Okay? I really mean it. I really do. There are a lot of things that I've realized about myself, I've come to realize about myself. I used to think of myself as this is something that happened some 20 years ago. It is still with me, and I'm going to share it with you. There was this time when one of my cousins was asked who between me and my sister is more polite. And I thought that it is an obvious answer, it is Alina. Obvious answer. I am way politer than my sister. And my cousin picked her. She did not pick me. And that was a big realization for me. I'm like, why? And I asked her this. Why are you saying that I'm not more polite? And she was like, no, you don't realize. You lose your temper easily. You get rude at times. And that was the moment. It was such a huge realization for me. I know it may sound petty to you. कि ये क्या है? कुछ भी नहीं है. कहानी में कुछ भी मसाला नहीं. ऐसा ही है. रियल लाइफ में फिल्मी मसाला नहीं होता. रियल लाइफ ऐसी ही होती है, राइट? So that's all about it. Thank you very much. I hope I've done some justice to this video, because I feel this is so important that you realize. I'll be back again. You take care of yourself. Bye bye. Good night.